In this video, we are going to be looking at how Jey Uso wants to do the unthinkable with The Rock, and we're going to break down everything you need to know. Because Jey Uso is not only looking to share the ring with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but to exchange words with the former WWE champion. Look, Jey Uso is poised for a career-defining moment at WrestleMania 41 next month when he challenges World Heavyweight Champion Gunther for the very first time at WrestleMania. Of course, we've gotten him 2 previous occasions, at least. But this time, it's going to be for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. A victory would not only elevate his status to a top-tier competitor, but also solidify his place in the main event scene. Beyond his championship aspirations, Uso has a personal goal to share the ring with The Rock, albeit in a different capacity from what you're thinking. It's not going to be as a pro wrestling match, but rather it's a promo segment, and he explained why. Because in a recent interview with the Daily Mail, Uso expressed interest in a promo exchange with The Rock. This would allow him to test his microphone's skills against a legendary performer and one of the best promos in the history of the wrestling business. If he was able to outduel The Rock, it would certainly add to his star power. This is what Jey Uso had to say. I want to get in there. I want to go toe-to-toe in a promo with him. I know The Rock is good like that, but I feel like I'm new school with mine. I'm really in it. I'm really out there like that. The Rock, he's very believable. He can be entertaining and all that, but I feel like I can bring some different kind of emotions from The Rock. Family always hits different. I didn't know I could do it with Roman, with my brothers. So, I would like to test those waters. The landscape of WWE has certainly shifted dramatically with the surprising alliance between The Rock and John Cena kicking off March 1st at Elimination Chamber. John Cena shot the wrestling world by attacking undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes, someone who is very familiar and has a lot of history with Jey Uso, and aligning with The Rock, making his first heel turn since 2003. This is interesting because is there a chance that we could eventually get a Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes versus The Rock and John Cena tag team match? Well, John Cena's retirement tour is kicking into another gear with his heel turn, and it is looming at the end of 2025. This partnership has added another layer to Cena's final year, and it sets a stage for very interesting storylines leading up to WrestleMania 41, where Cena will challenge Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship. And you best believe that The Rock is going to be nearby. Keep in mind that while Uso is committed to delivering a main event caliber performance against Gunther, embodying his main event Jey Uso persona, he certainly has high hopes for 2025 and how this year will be the year that he achieves his long-awaited championship dream and shows his doubters that they were wrong. Do I envision a scenario in which we get a Jey Uso versus Rock promo segment? I think anything is possible. I think you certainly never say never in pro wrestling. I think that would be a mistake if you just completely rule it. You rule it out completely. It's an outlier. It's never going to happen. I think that would be a mistake. But I also think that we have to be more realistic here. I think we have to understand that Jey Uso, he's starting to flounder a little bit these days with the pro wrestling industry and its fans, even though he's expected to win the World Heavyweight Championship from Gunther and potentially headline WrestleMania 41 Night 1. Although I think that would be a little bit of a mistake with the build that they're doing right now. And I also think, though, that even though I'm a Jey Uso fan, a supporter, I do understand that there are some pitfalls. There are some shortcomings. There are some ceilings in which Jey Uso does hit. Is he the greatest wrestler in the world? No. Is he the greatest promo in the world? No. But he is super duper over with his loyal fan base. The Yeet movement is real, and you don't have to be the greatest wrestler. You don't have to be the greatest promo. If you're over, regardless of how you get over, that's the only thing that matters. If you're over, it counts. Bottom line. End of story. No more discussion. Jey Uso is over. But I also think that if you envision a scenario in which Jey Uso gets in the ring with The Rock, you best believe that that man is going to get eaten alive. Jey Uso stands no chance. Jey Uso will not be able to outduel The Rock. It's not possible. It's not in the cards. You better just leave it alone. That's what I think. Now, you can disagree with that, but that's just a fact of the situation. Jey Uso does not have the promo skills to go toe to toe with The Rock. I just don't see it. And I think the majority of you guys out there are going to agree with me with that sentiment, with that belief. That's not saying that Jey Uso's a horrible promo. That's not to say that Jey Uso is not a main eventer. That's not to say that Jey Uso cannot be a world champion. That's just being realistic, right? We all have shortcomings. We all have things that we're not great at. We all have things that we are great at. What does Jey Uso have? What does Jey Uso have that's in connection with The Rock, that they have similarities, that they're in common with? It's charisma, it's presence, it's aura. Okay. And that is what WWE has been able to do with Jey Uso, and I think to get him to the spot that he's in. Don't highlight that he can't go out there and have 5-star matches with everyone. He doesn't need to. Don't highlight the fact that he can't go out there and carry a 20-minute promo segment. You don't have to. You have him come out there and you have him make his entrances, right? He reminds me a lot of like a Mr. Kennedy back in the day, where he could talk, but he wasn't the greatest talker. Well, he could work, but he wasn't the greatest worker. But his entrance was what everyone wanted. And in his case, he was a heel, so he was able to get that heel heat within the moments of that entrance. And that bled into his promo segments or feuds or matches. Well, with Jey Uso, when his music pops, the crowd goes crazy. Just like The Rock, right? Like The Rock has a very electrifying aura, presence to him, and entrance. When you hear that man's music, you do not turn that channel. You do not sit there and check your phone. You'll watch it because you want to see the star power of a Rock, a star power of Jey Uso. And in Jey Uso's case, unlike with The Rock, he has a crowd reaction, interaction rather, where they are moving their arms up and down. They're yeeting with him. They want to be part of the moment. They are the moment. They make the entrance. They know they make the entrance. Therefore, they want to be part of the entrance, right? Like, that is what gravitates them towards Jey Uso. And that is what is able to make them go, hey, we're part of this. We want to be part of this. And this is exactly what we're able to do with Jey Uso. And I think that's actually a beautiful thing to see. Whether or not you like it or you don't like it, it does not matter, because it's what the fans who have paid to see Jey Uso, who have paid to get his t-shirts or his sunglasses or whatever that they're selling at that present time, that's what they want. And so you have to, if you're Triple H and WWE, you have to be able to get the fans what they want sometimes. And if it's an entrance from Jey Uso, well, let him have it. That's at least what I think.